This week on Fisherman's Digest.
This is our first time really fishing to target walleyes on Burt Lake. And that's an awesome Burt Lake walleye right there. Nice walleye. It's a wonderful Burt Lake walleye, Edward. So while Eddie brings us in here, we've got a really nice spread. We're flatlining on the outside to keep the bait high. I think that's a number 9 flicker minnow. And then we've got different segments of lead on all the other 4 rods. So we've got 4 people in the boat, so we can effectively run 10 rods. That's the cool thing about the Angler Quest as well, is that you get just rod holders everywhere, so you can really get a spread of lines out there and explore. This is our first time really fishing to target walleyes on Burt Lake myself, and so it's just one of those things where you want as many depths covered as possible. And right now Ed's doing his best to lose this fish.
Oh, undersized.
No, it's not undersized, Ed. What are you lifting it in the boat for?
Because you missed it in the net.
Well, I'm trying my best to save Ed's undersized 17-inch walleye. That, my friends, is not an undersized fish. That's a dandy. Exactly. And they T-bone, they're T-boning this bait right now.
They really like it.
Yeah, that means they're feeding. You can tell when a fish gets 2 hooks in him. That beautiful, right in the sun. That's Ed's 17-inch undersized keeper. Beautiful fish.
Absolutely.
Right here at Burt Lake. What you think? Oh yeah. All right. No, Ed, I'm gonna get that net.
Why is that?
Because you were lifting the fish trying to get it to me last time.
I had to. You missed it in the net.
I missed it in the net because I was standing here and you pulled the rod to that side of the boat. See how Grant's putting the rod on my side of the boat?
Grant answered it.
Well, I'm just saying. This is called in-boat camaraderie.
Yes, that's true.
Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. It's a beauty is right. Yep, another keeper.
Number 3. 12.
Beautiful. And that's on that, see the variety of baits? I mean, we caught one on a flat-lined number 9. And we caught one this morning on a shad wrap style bait. Now we have a little deep ripper out with no lip, and that was on lead. So we basically are throwing the gamut out there, just throwing all kind of different lures, lots of different colors. We've had purple on, We've had the crawdad color on the ripstick, crawdad color on the shad wrap. Just a lot of different things. We're exploring 1, 2, 3, 4 colors of lead, flat lines, you name it. We've got stuff out there.
20 to,
Oh, it's a nice one.
15 to
Slow it up now. Don't bring it in the prop wash.
No?
No.
Why not?
Well, because. Oh, yeah, that's another nice one.
That is a dandy.
That's the second one on that bait.
That's a sweetheart.
That's nice. Awesome, awesome fish. About a 17-incher. And that little bait there, I'll just hold it up right there, is just a little ripper. And I think it's the crawdad color that seems to be the key. And also understand we're not running that bait right on the bottom. That bait's actually suspended up. It's probably running about 18 down, and we've been in no shallower than 21 feet of water. So it's definitely off the bottom, catching some really nice Burt Lake walleye.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler Quest, built by fishermen for fishermen. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
This is, doesn't feel walleye
Well, how do you know?
because it's too heavy.
Okay.
Unless they got 10 and 12 pounders in here.
Well, it might be just pulling some lead.
That could be.
You're gonna have to slide over here without killing yourself.
How do I get my feet set before I push?
No, you gotta push early. That way you do the most damage. It's a big, big trout or walleye. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, a reefer, free line. Now don't mess with that yet, because I want to try to untangle this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get this fish shown to you, but we gotta try to not get a mess here. So we're gonna just untangle this first. The key to getting a tangle out when you do this, and it's gonna happen, guys, when you free line and you get a big fish. See the board? See me pulling out there? Okay. So I'm gonna hope that one clears. We're gonna get this fish here and show it to you. Now this is into my hand a little bit. And that's an awesome Burt Lake walleye right there. Beautiful fish. Just free lining a reefer back, about 16 down. So what's happened here is early in the morning, while we get this fish in the live well, early in the morning we were fishing with low light conditions. But what happens to these fish is they'll start to suspend. We got mile high blue skies, we got 11 o'clock, so we pushed off a little bit, went to a little deeper water, brought the baits up. There's still fish here, they're just taking them higher. If you're wondering if you see a set, now if you'll see that big hole between the last board and the third board, that was where the fourth board was. We're running multiple different segments of lead core on today's show, and one of the things that you've got to be careful of is that when you're bringing that rod in, you bring it in real slow and steady across the set. Don't just horse it so that it's skipping. Give that fish a chance to, oh, that's a nice one. That's a keeper, Granny. Rod tip down. Keep coming, Grant. Okay, that's why you don't set out when he's reeling in. Okay, and that's that brand new bait we just put out. We just were trying it. I got a tip from a friend of mine that said try this color, and that bait hadn't been out there for very long at all. So really nice.
That's a dandy.
Burt Lake walleye right there. So what we've got here is, you see this little underwater point, that little depression that goes out, you can see it rounding. If you don't, this gives us a great screenshot of what the Garmin offers you. We've got our autopilot so we can adjust up or down. We've got our fishing area with the mapping and contour lines. And of course you see two beautiful walleyes right there off the bottom, along with the bait fish. And as the day progresses, those walleyes will lift up and feed in the mid depths on those bait fish. Having a great sonar unit on your boat that you're able to split that screen into multiple different information pods so that you can see everything you need to see, that's what's important.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Kraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
I just said to Chase, the camera guy, that we're crossing a hump that I had never crossed in my travels today, and didn't even hardly get to it, and boom. Listen, when you're open water trolling, one of the things you got to be prepared to do is pay attention to where you're catching those fish. If you're catching fish on rises, on underwater humps, even if it only comes up a foot or two, if that's, notice those little things. If that's what you're catching your fish on, then you got to just look on your Garmin and find those little undulations in the bottom and make sure that you're hitting those. Because if you're not, yeah, I actually physically steered the boat 40 degrees with my autopilot off to one side to be able to go over this hump. And if Chase will show you right now on the graph what's on top of this hump. Big arcs with little balls of bait. It's awesome. That's the type of stuff you're looking for when you're open water trolling. You're not just aimlessly driving your boat around. That's what a lot of people think when they think of trolling. Oh, it's just aimlessly driving your boat. It's not it at all. You got to pay attention. We've paid attention to the type of baits we're catching the fish on. You know, what colors have been good. I don't know what I put on this bait, but I think I put a little brown crayfish because that little crayfish bait has been catching fish today. But Grant, I think, is going to show you here a really nice walleye. Yep. Yeah, that's another nice one, boys. Look at the way he hit that. And this is what we're hoping for here at the end, is he hit the front of that. See that? He's hooked on the front hook. And what that's telling you is that he was aggressive. He really wanted that bait. He's feeding now. He's probably coming up to feed for the night. So there you go. Beautiful Burt Lake walleye. That's what you can get when you come up to the Indian River area. And you just spend a day on the water with enough lines to really cover it. Don't give up. I mean, we fished for an hour and a half this morning with absolutely no fish. And we just paid attention to the other boats, where they were fishing, kind of went to school on them a little bit, put 2 and 2 together, getting a good limit of fish. This one happens to be on lead core, so you know that's a traditional way that we're catching these fish. We're catching them both on a combination of flat lines and lead core. And the lead core just simply helps you get down in the column, get closer to the bottom. We're kind of fishing a crayfish bite right now, if you will. We're here in late July where there's a lot of crayfish hatching in the bottom of the lake, and those walleyes are simply opportunistic, and they're gonna go after whatever is the easiest forage, and young of the year crayfish are really easy to catch. So thanks to John Jansen, Michigan football announcer, for turning me on to this pattern. John's fished up here for years and has a good grip on the lake, and he kind of gave us a really good direction to start in, and we refined it just a little bit by coming in. But yeah, this is a nice fish. Good job, Eddie. There's fish number 10, and we'll just show you. And oh yeah, this fish here absolutely crunched it. And this is one of my little secret baits I put on. Hadn't had it on all day, but a little white shad wrap. When you fish low light conditions, that little white can show up really, really good in dusk conditions. I fished that bait a lot from 7 o'clock on, and I put it on, and we'll get you in the sunlight of just another really beautiful Burt Mullet Lake walleye. Mullet Lake's got the same type of walleye. You're going to catch a lot of 2 to 4 pound fish, and as you'll see by this live well in our angler quest, there's finally a limit for 2, and so Eddie and Grant are going to eat good.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto catch and release automatic boat latch. Load with ease, simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto catch and release automatic boat latch, online at DrottoProducts.com.
Doing a good job, Eddie. Oh yeah, nice fish. Rod tip down, Ed. Nice. Good job, Edward. Reel them up. That was the PWT net job there with Edward. Yes. I know. Well,
You just said reel, so I reeled.
well, you had to. But we're going to show you another nice Burt Lake walleye. Eddie, come here. You caught this fish.
Hey, that's a dandy.
That's a dandy.
You bet.
Beautiful fish.
That's food.
Food, exactly.
Food.
Dad, that's a sandwich. That's why he's gingerly holding it.
That's a sandwich, man.
Let's get that thing in here. So hey, we wanted to show off a couple of features here of the Angler Quest 24 Pro Troll. This is my new trolling boat for the whole season here on Fisherman's Digest. And although we're going to do a little trolling out of our Polar Craft 20, Kodiak 20, this right here has been comfort like you can't believe. Now the biggest thing I wanted to show you is a lot of the guys fishing with me today have been literally sitting right up here. And while you're watching me, one of the coolest things is the fact that with the autopilot, I can be talking, I can be having a great conversation with people on the boat, and the boat's going to get steered automatically. But this front deck right here is exactly what makes this boat so different and so unique. Just one of probably 10 features that makes the 24 Pro Troll so unusually comfortable and different. You know, we're going to talk about other things as we go along, but having this comfort station, I call it, for people to get out of the sun with the bimini above you and to be able to sit and relax and stretch your legs on a flat floor from stem to stern makes the 24 Pro Troll by Angler Quest probably the best trolling platform anywhere on the Great Lakes. So one of the cool things, just to finish what we were talking about, when you're planning a vacation, and as you know, with the situation that safety that's going on now, and also limited options, let's just be honest, cruises, you know, going to Europe, going to Asia, things like that, even going to Canada is going to be off the board for probably quite some time. Northern Michigan communities are going to be where it's at when it comes to these vacations, and coming to a double system lake like Indian River that has both Burt Lake and Mullet Lake, as well as the inland waterway, and you could even throw Crooked Lake over just a little bit to the west here. Really, really good options for great, you know, hotel accommodations, camping, and water activities, and that's really what you want. So another nice little fish. We got a whole live well full of fish in here now. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Burt Lake. I love this place. It's not easy fishing, don't get me wrong, when you catch 9 fish, you know, and you're working, but hey, if you're on vacation, clean lake, awesome sandy bottom, beautiful place to come. Plus you've got the added advantage of the inland waterway that takes you right over to Mullet Lake. And Mullet Lake also has a really good resident population of walleyes. So, oh, we got another fish right here. See that board? This one here, Grant? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh no, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. It's a nice one though, it's what we needed. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a real nice fish. Rod tip down. Oh yeah, look at that one. Off.
I took them off the hook already for you, John.
Thank you, and I'm gonna show this off to the folks at home. This is what you can do. I'll stand by Eddie. Smile, Eddie.
Hey.
Nice walleye.
Thank you.
Grant just caught one. Look at that in the sunlight.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.